right, great. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. I apologize for the issues. Unfortunately, we had issues with lobby. I had issues with the stream tools. I had also to reconnect everything. So it's been quite a strange evening here. Unfortunately, I won't get rid of the remote play banner up there. So please cope with me. Now it's working. I don't want to touch anything. All right, lads. So we had the one-shot quali already. The lobby owner will set up the order of the grid that we will see in a bit. But for now, what I can tell, Mako's got pole. Everybody will be starting the race, the sprint race, on softs, and only Archduke Oregano will get mediums. But yeah, now we're going to sprint race then. So the structure today would be, first of all, the one-shot quali that we had already. Now the sprint race with 13 laps, and then the full race with 26 laps. So quite a challenging circuit, Baku. Yeah, let's see. Lots of adventures. I hope we don't have really a symbolic race, but if it in any case happens, it will be entertaining for everybody. And let's see how it goes. All right, just getting some glimpse on the standings after the Great Britain race that we had last week. So Archduke Oregano is standing in first place, Bonhomme second, Mako on third, Ipswich on fourth, Dante is on fifth, Silent Banshee on sixth, Cosmonautic on seventh, Sick Fusion in eighth. He is not racing today, Brashnika's ninth, Old English 10th, Abu 26 11th, Varionics 12th, Mittens 13th, Robin 14th, Guy CPFC on 15th, Yolotse 16th, Kane 17th, and Tez 18th. Alright, if you get any issues with the audio, please let me know. Thank you, Juan, for letting me know that I crashed a little bit. And I hope that everything will be fine. Right, here we go, lads. Sprint race, 13 laps. It will be quite an outstanding race. I hope we don't have any of the races under wet conditions. Yesterday in the Xbox Division 1, we had a full wet race. It was quite difficult. I watched it and I could see that was really difficult. Not yet. Let's see if we have rain. Fortunately, we cannot tell because it's still starting. And I'm hoping we don't have rain, really. My hopes are with everybody because the rain race in Baku is quite difficult, quite challenging. Okay, it seems that no rain, which is great. Dry, brilliant. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for letting us know. Dry sprint race. And this will be what we have today. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I see fighter. If I see a drop of water, I'll have flashbacks. Definitely. I dream with your races, and to be honest, you did very well. So congratulations on your race yesterday. It was quite amazing. Players are connecting. It's taking a while. All right. The game connection today is quite bad, but it's happening now. So at any moment, we'll start the race. Seems everybody is already readied up. Okay, cool. So the formation lap is to start. Getting the starting grid, so Mako first, Ipswich P2, Dante P3, Baryonyx P4, Cosmonautic P5, Old English P6, Archduke Oregano P7, Guy CPF C8, Robin P9, Mittens P10, Banshee P11, Brashinikas P12, Bonhomi P13, Abiu P26, Abiu 26 P14, and Tess P15. Let me just reset up here with the full map for us. Everybody going on softs, Brashinikas on medium, and Tess on mediums. It will be quite nice to see how they will go with this strategy. They will have to go a little longer, of course, but it will be very nice to see how. And I believe we are all set. We have Banshee and Brashnikas disqualified from the formation lap. They may have touched themselves and each other during any of the turns. The castle turn is, of course, one of the most challenging parts of the circuit. So there is one exceptional rule for this race, and that is related to the castle turn. That is, if anyone gets stuck and not really able to turn their car, reset to track is allowed for this specific section between turn 9 and turn 11. For the rest of the circuit, we should just go as is, so no reset to track, really turning their cars and getting back on track. Baku is quite challenging, and honestly, a race circuit, no escape places really, no escape areas. Any mistake is just punished with a broken wing or anything else. So it is quite nice to watch. Let's see how they go. Good luck, lads. Really good luck. Hope you all do very well there. If you have any comments, if you want to ask anything, please feel free to jump here in the comment section. I'll be answering these your comments as much as I can and as happy as possible. All right. Everybody's set. The red lights are up, 5 once, and here we go. Furionyx has already a drive-through, so he didn't launch correctly. Mako lost the first position to Ipswich, but he just got it back. Oh, well. Quite shambolic. Everybody on turn 2 almost touching themselves. Touching each other. It didn't sound nice. Let's go to this battle here. Oh, Bonhomi has touched the wall. Getting back to Dante, Ipswich and Mako. They're almost to the castle turn. Let's see how they go through these corners. Mako has went there perfectly. Ipswich as well, Dante too. I see Fighter quite a supportive of Mako, so wing for Mako loading. Let's see, a safety car now. Alright, so Robin has DNF'd. Oh, unfortunately I missed it. It is a good opportunity for Furionyx to actually pay this drive-through penalty he has. Archduke Oregano was actually leaving space for everybody to pass, but apparently the game says he's in the correct positions. He lost his wing, so possibly a touch with Robin happened. I will have to jump to Discord to watch it now. Furionyx just stopped, and he is now switching tires. We have lots of pit stops happening. Wow, everybody's now racing. Oh, the Red Bulls have killed the pit lane. Oh no, the guy just left. Abu is now paying his penalties. Mittens has also stopped and he's changing tires to mediums. And I'll just get back. So Farionics is leading. Now he hasn't really paid his drive-through. Alright, we started the race very nicely. And it's a shame for Robin. What happened with him? Let's see here. Okay, so actually Robin had issues with the brakes and he hit some people here. That's the reason he DNF'd, and that's the reason that we have now few guys that went to the pit stops to replace some wings. Exactly, IC Fighter. Now Farionics will have to wait for safety car to resume the race and to go in, so he actually can also go in and pay his drive-through. Thank you for your comment there. Good, what a start, what a start. Alright, so positions had changed a little bit. So Farionics leading now, Baku P2, Ipswich P3, and Farionics will still have to pay his drive-through. He's actually going in now. So everybody is now passing. And he may be now... Oh, he actually stopped the game. So possibly he had a touch somewhere. So the standings just get now to Mako and P1, Ipswich P3, Dante... Ipswich P2, Dante P3, Brashinikas P4, Guy, CPFC P5. And let's see if the safety car goes in this lap, or if we still have another lap with the safety car on. Right, can you still hear me there, guys? Because I just had a message here saying that my stream has frozen a little bit. So if you can still hear me, just let me know, please. Alright, cool. Thank you, lads. I am really sorry for the issues that I'm having today with my connections. Unfortunately, we had a thunderstorm here today. I don't know exactly why this is affecting everything, but I'm still here. If I ever crash, I'll be back. Promise. Right, safety car in this lap. Race will resume in a bit. Farionics has dropped to P14 as he had to get in again. Mako is now controlling the base for entire kill. Ipswich is already quite close. Dante is also coming, and Brashinikas is coming for him. Alright, and they resume the race. Ooh, Ipswich almost lost his car. Dante remains on P3, Brashinikas P4. And we have Guy coming very close to Brashnikas. Archduke Regano is coming very close to Mittens as well, but he doesn't get the pass. So they are actually battling, and they are quite close. And Archduke Regano just got a P10 position from Mittens. They're now approaching to the castle section again. Oh, Ipswich almost lost his car again. May have got a little hot. And Archduke Regano and Mittens are very close by. Archduke Regano just... Oh, what happened to Silent Banshee? We have spawned somewhere. We have another safety car, guys. Another one. Alright, so Silent Banshee lost his front wing. He will possibly go into now to replace it. What may have happened with him? Apparently, few players are suffering from lag now, and it's causing few contacts on track. Well, I see Fighter asking, will Onyx ever get to serve his penalty? Well, if we still have to get those amount of safety cars, not really. Comment from Ramon909. I thought the sprint had safety car on reduced. Yeah, that was really the guidelines that everybody received when setting up the lobby. I'm not quite sure if this was set up this way really for the reduced safety cars for this sprint, because we had an issue with the first lobby. So yeah, it might be that maybe this was missed, or maybe this is really just the reduced amount, or it is the standard one, as I see Fighter said, for the Xbox races. But Homie just DNF'd. Let me see if I still get him here. Oh, Bon Homie actually just DNF'd in the castle part. Oh gosh. Silent Banshee has just passed through his ghost. Yeah, this section is actually very cool. It was already foreseen that we would have this amount of issues. Old English just got a penalty for ignoring the yellow flags. Not sure if it was due to this specific DNF from Bohomie, but if it is, possibly the stewards will just take back this penalty because it doesn't really make sense. Four first positions and top positions are remaining the same, so Marco P1, Ipswich P2, Dante P3, and Brashilikas P4. Not really that much movement now, but it's still for 6 laps, 2 safety cars. It's been quite a race so far. Okay, Kimblun's just explained something for me here. So if he hasn't pitted, he will have to serve the 5 seconds, and it cannot be removed if it is served. So let me see the pit stop details. Mittens has, Old English has 2 stops already, so maybe for these 7 remaining laps he won't stop. I don't know also how it will affect the race start, because for the sprints um, he would have this penalty and he would still start the race with the penalty being accounted for. So quite tricky one, quite tricky one. Maybe this will have to be discussed later more. Everybody just moved to everybody had moved already to mediums and hards. We just have Tez on softs, Old English, and Silent Banshee with a very fresh set of tires. Um, and yeah, it's getting interesting. Safety car is coming in this lap now. I'll just go back here for Mako and Ipswich and Dante. So this battle for the podium on the sprint race is getting very heated. Alright, thank you for the clarification, King Blues. So it won't get reviewed after all, because it is really just for the sprint race, this penalty. He will have actually to start next race with this penalty being accounted for. We have now the race started. Mako had a nice advantage starting it. Ipswich is just getting a little behind. Dante is getting very close to Ipswich. Brashnikas has also closed a little bit the gap to Dante. Silent Banshee has overtaken Old English. And Cosmo is now on P13. As promised, lads, it's been shambolic so far. Archduke Oregano getting very close to Mittens. Let me get to this battle. Furionyx has just overtaken Archduke Oregano. And they are now heading back again to the castle section. Oh, yellow flag. Abu and Cosmo possibly had a touch, but I want to see these here. Archduke Oregano is getting to Mittens. The castle section, back again. Hopefully nobody spins here. Alright, so far so good. Quite clean. Old English is getting close to Silent Banshee again. We may have the first lap being completed without a safety car again. Without any issues. Let's go how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Baku has just set the fastest lap of the race. Well, not the first, but he has taken it as P1 as well. Alright, Old English has entered the pit, so he will serve his penalty, and he will also switch tires. And this battle is not over. Now we have a yellow flag. Getting here on the first sector. No reason actually. So let me just get back here for Mako and Ipswich. This battle has been quite interesting so far. Oh, Ipswich almost touches the wall there. Guys, CPFC is coming very close to Brashnikas. We may have some changes. If the sprint race ends this way now, so Mako will be awarded 3 points, Ipswich 2, and Dante 1. Which of course in this situation now helps a lot for the standings in the season. Ipswich had a very late breaking point behind Mako. And he's actually overtaking Mako now. It was quite a maneuver from Ipswich. Mako is getting back on. Turn 1 will be quite crucial now. Ipswich went very wide, almost got to the wall. Mako's coming for him. Cosmo is now P8. He just overtaken Archduke Regno, and Mako is coming for Ipswich. Oh, with the touch. Wow, no. So Ipswich remained in P1. He defended very well. Mako is trying to take P2. And Dante has nothing to do with it, and he's coming for both of them. Mako has just overtaken Ipswich. And this battle is coming quite hot. Oh, Ipswich almost spun in the castle turn. The serious pressure is getting to the lads. I don't know if there's any other lads from the Division 2, from PS watching the race. Just so you know, I'm getting nervous. Everything that I'm seeing happening here is getting on my nerves. I want to chill. I need to chill because I don't want to screw up anyone's race. Tez has just overtaken Brashnikas, which brings him to P4. Brashnikas seems to be losing pace, and oh, he lost his front wing. May have touched the wall somewhere there. Mitten's coming to Guy. It's quite an opportunity to overtake him and get P6. Oh, Guy entered the pit lane now, so they will actually do some work on the car. Quite curious about what happened. Ipswich has overtaken Mako, so he's P1 now, and Mako is coming for him again. Oh wow, it's a sprint race, and the race is going that well. It is quite curious how everything is really happening. The stop count is just coming and piling up. So Banshee has 3 stops as well as Old English. Furionics, Brashnikas, Archduke Regano, and Guy, CPFC, all of them have 2 stops. Then I have everybody else with 1 stop only. Tez has gained 10 positions, and he has just lost P4 to Mittens. So it's quite a lot of movements. Abu has also DNF'd. All that. Everything, all the penalties has already been paid off. And this race is shambles. This race is shambles. It is absolutely insane how everything is happening now. Baku has just gotten P1 from Ipswich. They're coming for T1, turn 1. Ipswich does not try to take it back. And Mako has now just a job to defend it. Ipswich is going very aggressively on corners. Every time that I see him going out of the apex, it seems that he's getting very close to the walls, which is the right way to do so, but it's still very, very impressive how he is really managing the car. So Archduke Regano has gotten the fastest lap now. He's now P8, he just lost his position to Brashnikas. And we have Old English approaching Guy CPFC as well. With 2 laps to go. What a race. Tez has just stopped, so he possibly damaged his car somewhere. Wow. How many movements, lads? How many movements? Right, Ipswich is really just very close to Mako. They are now on the 12th lap, meaning that they have 1.5 lap to go. Things can still change here. Archduke Oregano is coming to Brashnikas. He's very close. And he will try to overtake him. No, not really. Not on turn 2. But he will still try to close the gap. Trying to really overtake his teammate from Alpine now. He goes for it. And Brashnikas does not try to defend himself anymore. But they are very close and Brashnikas may try to overtake him. They are coming now. Close to the castle again. And this is really the high point of the race. Almost a lap to go. I'll get back here for the P1 and P2 battle. Ipswich is coming from Mako again. He does not seem to close the gap enough to overtake Mako. But he is coming for him. Right, so Old English Guy and Silent Banshee, they're also getting in a battle for P9, 10, and 11. Old English is, oh, Guy just hit the wall. Old English is now quite close to Guy. He's trying to maneuver. Guy just closes the door for him. And Guy and Banshee go very wide and Old English just benefits from it. Oh, a touch. Oh no. They both crashed. They didn't DNF. And Guy has gotten a 3 seconds penalty. Possibly from this contact that they have. Of course, for this contact, but still, he has got the penalty, whilst Banshee and Old English didn't get anything. We have now Mako finishing the race in P1, so he will start the main event at P1. Ipswich is coming for P2, and Dante for P3. Mittens is getting close to the finish line to start in P4. We still have Furionyx coming to see if he gets P5, which may be a very nice change, and he gets it, so he will start in P5 and Cosmo Nautic will get P6. Archduke Oregano will start the race in P7, Brashnikas P8, Guy CPFC P9, Silent Banshee will confirm himself in P10, Tez P11, Old English P12, Abu P13, Bohomi P14, and Robin P15. And with that, we close the sprint race for today in Division 1 for the PS racers, drivers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still quite amazed with this race. 2 safety cars in the sprint race, lots of movements, lots of folks just really moving a lot, hitting a lot, DNFs because of the castle turn. It has been a lot so far. So I will give time for folks to recreate the lobby, because now we have to create the lobby again for the main race, so 26 laps. we just completed the sprint race, meaning that Mako will start P1, Ipswich P2, and Dante P3. They had close battles throughout the entire sprint race. And this main event now, so the full race, will be of 50% of laps that we have for the full race, meaning that it is 26 laps. But now we have really the incognito, that is the weather. We don't know exactly what will happen now. We may have rain, but we are all wanting dry race. So let's cheer for everybody. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what the game will reserve us. All right, let's give me a moment. I just have to move my setup here. I'll be back in a bit. All right, so the lobby is set up now. We just have to have folks ready up so we can start. Quick note for everybody that's watching, I will also be streaming my POV today for the Division 2 race from PlayStation. I will be racing under the Ferrari Scuderia, so it is my first season in FRS. It's been quite a thrill, quite an adventure, and I'm looking forward to keep moving. So stay tuned, follow my Twitch channel. Let's stick together and see how everything will go. Let's see how I'll still progress. Hopefully I won DNF. That's my goal for today, really, not DNFing. All right, we do have a... Okay, just a second. Something happened with the lobby. Really? Something happened with the lobby. Something happened with stream now. Let me just try to reconnect everything here. I believe you can still hear my voice because I'm still here, but it's quite a strange thing that happened. All right, folks. I really apologize for the problems today. So the game is truly playing tricks on us. I have no clue why. But yeah, lobby is now set up. I'm back in and waiting for everything to start. Something's now really wacky with my streaming again. Alright, stream is back up. Oh my god, what's happening? It's quite weird, really. Alright, we have two more to We have 2 more to ready up. Everybody praising for a dry race. Everybody really try to get as best as they can here to complete the race, to do well, to get points for their teams. And here you go. Now it's time for the truth now to see what are the weather conditions here. Silent Banshee and Brashnikas are still to connect properly. Silent Banshee has readied up. Now we just miss Brashnikas. And here we go. A dry race apparently, which is quite good for everybody running. The game has been quite laggy today. Connecting to the lobbies is difficult. No clue if the servers are really passing through something. No clue if it is an issue with who's participating in the lobby. Hopefully everything will be really solved in a bit. Confirmed, no rain. Brilliant, lads. Good luck for everybody. All right, it's taken a while. Let's just calm a little bit. Have a glass of water. And wait to enjoy this marvelous race that we'll have. For those who are watching, why don't you drop in the comment section here who are you supporting today? What are the drivers that you are looking to have on a win? To see here if your predictions will really be completed, if they are truly happening. I am very excited to hear from you. And here you go. Formation lap is coming up. Dry race indeed. Let me just set up again the details. All right, Robin is supporting Ipswich. Brilliant. Good luck to the Red Bull lads. Robin and Ipswich are teammates. So of course he would be supporting him. Guy and Silent Banshee had now DNF'd as well. So possibly they had been disqualified, sorry. So they possibly touched themselves somewhere. I have to stop saying that, it's quite odd. They crashed somewhere. Okay, it sounds better, right? Alright, driver's getting some heat on the tires to avoid some spins. Everybody please don't forget to turn off the magic buttons. Nobody wants to pull a Hamilton on Baku for 2021. I want to see the race, I want to see everybody really going well, so let's go. It is quite difficult, right, Robin, to say something that it's I'm still getting to it. I'm still getting to it. I'll stop saying it. My bad. They touched their cars, I would say, or maybe they crashed. I believe they crashed. It would be better. And if you have any comments, and if you like to propose any kind of replacement to the touch themselves sentence, I would appreciate it. I'll definitely start using it because I'm getting a little ashamed of what I'm saying now. All right, everybody coming here to complete the formation lap, reform the grid. Panhomi is now stopping in his last position, so P13. Everybody's in place. Red lights coming up. 5 red lights, and the race has started. We have some changes in the back already. Ipswich has gotten P1, Mako P2 and Dante P3, but Mako is coming for Ipswich. Oh, Ipswich has just touched the wall. Hope he didn't get any kind of damage. Dante has overtaken Ipswich as well as Mako. So Dante's P1 now, Mako P2. Oh, and Mako has crashed the wall as well. So Farionix has overtaken him for P3. What a race start. Cosmonautic has been dropped to P12 with Abu overtaking him. Alright, Mittens has also passed Mako. Archduke Oregano, so Mako has definitely gotten some front wing damage. He's possibly just struggling to keep his car on track now. Yeah, he had the right side and front wing damaged. The guy is almost getting to pass him, which is not good. The Silent Banshee has just gotten... He has came into the back of guys. Okay, so I was trying to avoid saying it, Robin, but I had to say it. I just read it. Let's see, so Silent Banshee is getting to Mako. He has just overtaken Mako. Bonhomi is also overtaking Mako, so yeah, definitely front wing damage. Mako will have to stop now. Dante has gotten the fastest lap of the race so far. Archduke Oregano passed Mittens, but Mittens is coming back to retrieve the P4 back again. What a race start, lads. What a race start. Ipswich is coming hot also to take P1 back again, and virtual safety car. So Silent Banshee and Brachinikas had some incident there, so Banshee lost his front wing. Brachinikas seems fine. And Cosmonautic is now P10. Alright, so VSC for everybody. Second lap. And the shambles are starting back again. I'll just go back here for the top ones. So P1 and P2, Dante and Ipswich. VSC has ended, so the race is resumed. Ipswich has the opportunity to close the gap for Dante, and Guy is also closing the gap for Mittens. Old English is now very close to Bonhomi, which might be that Old English comes for Bonhomi's position in a bit. I'll have to just leave Ipswich and Dante here because this battle is coming now. Ipswich is coming for Dante, and he has taken P1 with a very nice straight maneuver. Dante is still very close, so he may have the opportunity to take back P1. Which doesn't happen, but they're still battling for P1 and P2 in a very early stage of this race. Abu, Old English and Bonhomi, they are quite close together. Old English has just overtaken Bonhomi, and Abu has also past Monhomi, but Monhomi is trying to get the position back. This race is actually starting to move more than I thought it would. I really thought that the players would really go conservative in Baku because it is quite tricky to drive here. But yeah, no, they are going quite aggressive. Guys coming from mittens as well. 3 tenths. And closing the gap. Battle for P5 is getting very heated. Guy has overtaken Mittens, but Mittens has the opportunity to get the position back on T1. No, he doesn't close the gap enough for it. He goes a little wide, but he doesn't go out. Abu is coming for Old English now. He is below 1 second, so at the next lap, he'll be able to open his DRS. Oh, DRS is now open already, okay. We may have some movements coming in the next DRS zone. Mako, unfortunately, is now in P12, so he will have to recover from everything that happened with him before. Stellenbosch has dropped to P13 with the issues that he had before, but there's still chance for those drivers if they really get to close the gaps and to get close to the back. The safety car definitely will help. Archduke Oregano is coming for Furry Onyx. This is possibly the opportunity that he was looking to get P3. Yeah, with DRS open it gets very easy. So Ipswich has entered the pits. He's possibly going with the strategy to have his tires lasting for the rest of the race now. He just went for mediums, which means that he has now medium tires that will definitely have to last for the rest of the race. Otherwise, a two-stopper here will not make him very successful. Mako is on hards, which means that he is going for this one-stop strategy so far. So yeah, it's so far a clean race penalty-wise. We didn't have anyone being penalized so far. Abu is now getting to Monhomi, where maybe he will really open he will have the opportunity in the Widon Open to take P7 from Monhomi. But Monhomi is also very close to Mittens. Abu has just touched the wall. He now possibly has wing damage. Yes, his left wing is damaged. Cosmo has the opportunity to overtake him. That should be quite easy now that Abu does not really have his wing properly working. Brashnikas is coming for Ipswich as well, but I believe that with his tires quite new and quite fresh as Ipswich has, Brashnikas will not really manage to close the gap here. Abu went very, very wide, trying to hold his car. Monhomi and Mittens had just exchanged positions, but I believe Mittens has entered the pits to change his tires. Yes, he is in the pits, as well as Abu and Brashnikas. They both went to the pits as well. Mako has now overtaken Mittens, Abiu, and Brashnikas with his fresh-ish hard tires. And this can be a very nice recovery race for Mako. We have a yellow flag on Sector 2 with Archduke Oregano DNFing. I am not quite sure if he spun or if he just crashed. But safety car now. Ipswich has then stopped. And as I said, this can be quite good for Mako. Cosmo has just gotten a drive-through penalty, and this possibly will jeopardize his race. But getting to Mako back again, this might be the perfect opportunity for him to really escalate back again on positions. Archduke Oregano, of course, is not happy with his DNF. He is quite annoyed. In the Discord server that we have, I'll just ask him what happened. And for now, we have then Dante P1, we have Guy P2, Old English P3, but they all went in to get tires exchanged. So Furionyx has just exited the pit lane. He's now in P3. Guy P4, Old English P5. Mako is now P6 with hard tires of 4 laps. Guy went with hard tires as well, so he is looking forward, of course, of not entering anymore and changing his tires. But now we basically have everybody with mediums aside of Mako and Guy. Silent Banshee is still in the pits. He has just changed tires to medium sets again. And Cosmo will have to still pay his drive-through penalty once the safety car is in again. Yeah, Archduke Oregano has just confirmed he unfortunately did not make in the exit of the turn for section 1. He just crashed, and that's the reason he DNF'd. It happens, mate. It happens. We've been there. Everybody has done it. Let's see how people had now moved so far, because we had quite lots of movement so far. So Dante has escalated to P1 and he started in P3. Ipswich started in P2 and he remains in P2 for now. Furry has escalated to P3 after starting in P5. But the biggest change really is Mako losing 5 positions because of the broken wing he had. Old English and Bone Homie, they both have gotten up 6 positions since the race starts. Mittens has lost 4 positions, and unfortunately Archduke Oregano that has DNF'd, he lost 6 positions as well. He was actually doing quite well. He won in Australia. Archduke Oregano has won in Australia. He finished last race in 3rd, which is actually a quite decent result considering that he had his first win in Australia and then getting to P3. It is quite an accomplishment. So yeah, it's a pity that this happened. Dante, on the other hand, he is now P1. In the last race, he finished in P5. So his best race for Season 5 so far is still Great Britain, where he finished at P5, as I said. So if he manages to complete the race in P1, it will be his best result in Season 5. and also will help Aston Martin to still be in the top of the table for the constructors championship, where Aston Martin today is in P3, so 41 points, summing up Mako and Dantes. And with these results, definitely it would help. Alpine is in the first position for the constructors with 50, and McLaren in second. So the gap is actually not that bad. Red Bull is dropping behind with 27 points behind P3, so the third position for the constructors. So yeah, there's still a lot to happen, lots to come. Safety cars coming in this lap. It will be a very nice race start now. Everybody's now packed up again. Dante is setting up a very slow pace for the race start again. T1 will still be part of the shambles for the race. I hope everybody survives to it. Guy has gotten 5 seconds penalty due to a severe crash with Old English. They had both been penalized, and we have the race starting back again. So let's get from Ipswich point of view. Furry is coming from Ipswich as well, so 2 tenths behind him. The race has resumed, and T1 has not taken any toll by now. It's still very clean for now. Cosmo has not paid his drive-through yet, so safety car has just gotten in, so he will still have to do it. Alright lads, my internet crashed somehow, but I still managed to get back. If you can hear me, please just drop a comment here. And I deeply apologize back again with the issues. It's been madness today. Brashnikas is coming for Abu. So he is willing to take P10 and score a point for Alpine. Ipswich is getting to Dante in T1. He will try to overtake him for T2. Furry is getting to Ipswich, and he dives, but he didn't get it. It seems Ipswich has scratched the wall, but everything seems fine for now. No wing damages, I believe. Yeah, everything's okay, everything's cool. Mako is now P5. He is closing the gap to Guy. Even though Guy has a 5-second penalty, Mako is already inheriting P4 if the race ends this way. Cosmo has paid his drive-through penalty, which means that he is now P11 and quite behind the pack. And the podium battle is still getting to it. So Dante P1, Ipswich P2, Farionis P3. It has been quite a race for now. Silent Banshee is coming for Brashnikas as well. And Brashnikas is closing the gap for Abu. He may try to dive in this corner, I don't think so, but maybe. No, not really, he doesn't try it. Silent Banshee is coming for Brashnikas as well. And these will be a very nice battle. Silent Banshee does not really need to defend now. He is 16 seconds in front of Cosmo, which means that he is ensuring for now 1 point for McLaren. Mako has lost his position to Bonhomme. And I will go a little up for the podium battle in a bit. But Mittens seems to be closing the gap to Mako. Not sure if something happened with Mako now, I don't think so, but yeah, so far seems okay. But Homie is coming very close to Guy now. Let's hope we don't have any problems here on the castle corner. Turn 9 and turn 11 had really charged some price already with few incidents happening here. So far so good, just one DNF in the main race, that is Archduke Oregano, that unfortunately crashed. Ipswich went wide after exiting the corner, but he's managing to close the gap now. He has a DRS open. Furry is also coming very close. Ipswich has overtaken Dante, which means that Dante will have now to get his position back. Bonhomme has overtaken Guy, so he is now P4. Abdu 26 is coming very close to Brashnikas. Oh, and oh no, Silent Banshee touches Abu, and Abu is DNF'd by Silent Banshee. Oh no. Let's see again. I believe this sector will be now cleaned up. Not yet. Oh man, that's not good. This will definitely award a penalty to Silent Banshee after race. It is actually unbelievable that he didn't get anything. He touched the rear end from Abu and spun him, which is quite bad from the race perspective. Oh no. I don't see too many incidents happening that possibly will get reported, but this one is one that will require some attention from the stewards later today. It is a pity that happened. Abio was trying to be consistent, and he was actually managing to be consistent, even though he was in the back of the pack, but it was a shame what happened. Banshee has possibly lost his breaking point over there. And I hope this doesn't happen with me. But I am getting scared of this race, lads, really. Alright, everybody went in again. So we have to get back to the stops here to see what's happening. Tire changes, let's see how it goes. So Mako, Bonhomme, and Ipswich, they all went for mediums. Now that they have the safety car, of course, they will get a little faster. Dante went for hard tires, which can potentially work if we don't have any safety cars happening again. Cosmo has also gone in to change tires, and he is also out on mediums. So yeah, let's see how it gets for the changes. Guy is now in P2, but he still has a 5-second penalty that he needs to pay. Cosmo still has his drive-through, so he's in P11 now. Silent Banshee remains in P10 after he started in P10 as well. But the biggest change so far is for the Onyx. He is now in P1. He hasn't DNF'd, way to go, mate. Way to go. I heard you were the DNF king, and I don't think so. We still have some laps to go, but 13 to be exact, to be more precise. But I still want to see you stepping on the podium there. All right, so safety car may come back in next lap. He hasn't really alerted anything so far. The game has not alerted anything so far, sorry. And the standings for now, they remain so Onyx P1, Guy P2, Mittens P3, Brashinikas P4, Ipswich P5, Dante P6, Bonhome P7, Marco P8, Old English P9, Silent Banshee P10, and Cosmonaut in P11 with a drive-through penalty. Things are still to change. Things will definitely still move a lot. This is our third safety car in the main event today, plus a virtual safety car that happened. I believe we're getting to the top of safety cars. I believe the next one that would be the fourth, if we get this, is the limit. So let's follow up. Let's see how it goes. It's still good enough that we didn't have more DNFs than what we had so far, so only 2. Even though Abiu's DNF was caused by Saint Banshee, but it is still quite an accomplishment for 14 laps that we didn't have more DNFs. For the first race in Australia on Div 2, we had a few more, and we raced under rain for the entire race, as well as Great Britain. But aside a few incidents that we had so far, it has been a clean race. Several overtakes, which is quite nice to see in the race. Quite nice to see also the pace that those lads from Div 1 are maintaining. Safety car is coming in, as I said. And we will have then the restart of the race with the pace being set by Onyx. He is slightly quicker than Dante and Mako were in the last 2 safety cars. So we are approaching now the finish line. Onyx has now gone full throttle. And we resumed the race, lads. So we didn't have so far any issues on T1. Silent Banshee has gotten multiple warnings, penalties, so 3 seconds. Brashinikas has overtaken Mittens. Ipswich is coming for Mittens as well. He may dive in this corner. No, he doesn't. He actually holds him back. Bonhome is coming from Dante as well as Mako. This will be quite interesting. Mako is closing the gap to Bonhome, and Bonhome is also closing the gap to Dante. So, oh, Mako has touched Bonhome? The rear end? No, not really. Possibly was lag. Seems that Bonhome is lagging a little bit, but now Mako seems to have hit Bonhome in the back. Guy still has his 5 seconds to pay, and he may drop a lot by the end of the race. But this battle is actually more interesting. So Mako coming from Mahomey. It seems he's a little faster than Mahomey. On straights now. Mako is coming to get P7. But he doesn't manage to close the gap more than that. DRS is still disabled, so it wouldn't work anyhow. Onyx has dropped. Oh no, he went in to change tires to softs. Cosmo may still get P11 now. Yes, he get it. Guy is now holding P1. Brashinikas is coming for him. And Ipswich is also on P3 coming for both of them. What a race, guys. What a race. We have yellow flags. Oh no, Mittens has spun. What happened? Mako has overtaken Dante, so he's on P4 now. But I'm curious to what happened to Mittens. Brashinikas is coming for Guy. Closing the gap very nicely. Mako is escalating also, so he's going now from P4, battling for P3. All of them less than half a second behind each other. Brashinikas has taken P1. Guy is now behind him, trying to overtake him back. He has got it. Ipswich is coming. Oh, and Ipswich has touched. Oh no, Ipswich has spun Guy. And Guy has dropped to P8. Oh wow, what a change of events. So Brashinikas P1, Ipswich P2, and Mako P3. Alright. Another curious incident that will definitely raise some flags after the race, some points after the race. I'm not a steward, of course, but from where I stand, I think penalties will come. The podium battle is still very, very hot. Baku has lost his car a little bit, but he didn't spin. However, he's closing the gap for Ipswich. Ipswich is also reducing his difference to Brashinikas. Things are crazy in Baku today, lads. What a race. Aside of Guy that has spun, everybody is around a second behind each other. So anything's possible. Ipswich has just overtaken Brashinikas. Mako is coming for Brashinikas as well. So he's just taken P2. And Brashinikas cannot do anything really. However, this is not the fight yet. Old English is closing the gap to Silent Banshee. Next race he may get him to really overtake for P6. Furry is now maintaining the gap in 1 second to Cosmo. In fact, he's reducing the gap to Cosmo. So even in the back of the pack, battles are running very nicely. From here, Brashinikas is now 1 second behind Mako, but Mako is 2/10 behind Ipswich. Coming close to the Castle section, so turn 9. What a race. Robin's prediction so far is really being fulfilled, so Ipswich is holding P1. Nothing happens, aside of a few movements that may happen now with Mako overtaking him because of DRS, but movements happen again. Ipswich is actually in a very nice space to grab P1. We will have to really follow this up very closely. So as we said, Ipswich lost P1 to Mako, as it should happen because of DRS. Brashnikas is coming close to Bonhomi. Baryonyx has overtaken Cosmo to the P10, and he is also coming for Mittens. He has gotten P9, so he has overtaken Mittens. Now we have Brashnikas and Brashnikas and Bonhomi spun there. Not sure if contact has been made, but it changed a little bit more because Brashnikas was in P4 and Bonhomi, I believe, was P5. So yeah, it's still coming to changes. The race is not really set. The race is not defined. Silent Banshee is 3/10 behind Dante, but he still has 3 seconds to pace, so Old English will inherit P4 anyhow, so for now, if the race ends this way, but it is quite interesting. Ipswich is coming for Mako again. DRS is just over the corner, so quite a lot of events, quite a lot of changes. Ipswich is managing to get back to Mako, as I said, so he is actually getting on T1, passing Mako. Mako is now P2. Ipswich now has to defend very hard, so he doesn't lose his position for Mako before the next DRS zone. He didn't lose it, but Mako is closing the gap again with DRS open. He didn't get to pass him, so it's still P1 for Ipswich and Mako for P2. Old English is now in P5 behind Dante, and Dante behind Silent Banshee. So the podium is basically undefined. Brashnikas has entered the pits now, and he is coming out on softs. Old English is overtaking Dante. No, he didn't. He didn't really manage to pass him. Mako's gap to Ipswich has increased drastically. He was 2/10 behind Ipswich, and now he is the second behind him, which will not enable DRS for him. So this is where Ipswich needs to really increase his pace now to defend. With 6 laps to go. Sorry, I'm too amazed with this race. Mako has gotten DRS apparently because he is closing the gap very nicely. Old English is now coming for Dante. Dante has no option but let Old English to pass and try to get his position back after Q1. Oh, he went wide, so possibly he lost his braking point. Mittens is the second behind Cosmo, so this is not exactly very good. Mako is coming close to Ipswich back again. And I don't know where to look anymore because from P1 to P5, we basically don't have any kind of definition. Aside of the gaps being really increased a little bit now, so English and Dante are a second and a half behind Silent Banshee. Marcos is still half second behind Ipswich, and Silent Banshee is very consistent 7.5 seconds behind Mako with 3 second penalty. It doesn't seem to be very much defined, and if in any case we have another safety car, which is actually very feasible, things can change again. So yeah, it's insane. Mako's coming to get Q1 back again. Mittens is behind a second, is behind Cosmo below a second, so actually 7/10. Now that I just said that everything was quite undefined, P3, 4, and 5 are now with very, very defined gaps. Mako did not get P1 from Ipswich. Ipswich defended amazingly on this specific sector. All the gaps now suddenly just increased, so the battle is still for P1 and P2. And Ipswich lost P1 to Mako now. What a nice maneuver from Mako. Ipswich is still in conditions to get P1 back again. Homie has gotten the fastest lap in the race so far, which can award him a point if he finishes in 10th. That is quite feasible. This extra point is always very welcome. And the battle for P1 is still ongoing. They're both playing very cautiously. Nobody wants really to DNF here. Old English has now overtaken Silent Banshee, so Old English is now P3. Furry Onyx is going below a second as well, so he is now closing the gap to Guy. Ipswich is getting P1 back again with DRS. But Baku still has the opportunity of overtaking him in very early turns from this corner. Silent Banshee and Old English, they are now battling for P3. Old English has lost his position. Furry Onyx has just gotten P6 from Guy. And again, I don't know what to say anymore. Things seemed very defined. Guy has overtaken Furry again. Furry and Guy, they are battling very ferociously. They are exchanging positions from P6 and P7 quite often here in this lap. And everything that seemed defined, suddenly, it's not defined anymore. That has been so far the best race for Season 5, guys, from Div 1. I can definitely state that. Back to Marco and Dante here because... Oh, wait. So Furry Onyx has gotten 3 seconds penalty because of multiple warnings. This changes a little bit the scenario here because still holding P6 with Guy less than a second behind him, Furry Onyx would still get his position granted in P6. So Marco and Ipswich, they are still battling here. Ipswich is now in P1 and Marco P2. Old English has gotten P4, so he is now a second behind Silent Banshee in P3. Guy is quite close to Furry. Alright, so Guy has really taken some cautious maneuver here and he uses his brakes a little early to ensure that he was not getting any contact from Furry. This battle is really nice. We are 2 laps to go now. The race is almost over, which means the drivers might get a little more aggressive to ensure that they are really getting the positions they think they earned. Get back to Baku and Ipswich here because they are battling for the victory here. But Guy and Furry, they are actually battling so hard. I don't know where to look anymore because it's really what's happening. We have a yellow flag now. Oh, Silent Banshee DNF'd. So Dante, let me see, so Guy here will pass through Silent Banshee. The Banshee possibly spun. Oh wow, this changes the scenario back again because Guy is 2 tenths behind Furry Onyx. He's now getting P5. Marcos is still in P2, so he didn't get P1 from Ipswich. But it is curious. What happened to Banshee? Homie has taken P8 from Furry Onyx. Oh, Furry just crashed and he's DNF'd. Oh god. Furry, I don't know, mate. You're still cursed. I thought your curse was gone. Oh, lad, that's not good. So now the backstands are basically defined, but Marcos is still battling Ipswich for P1, which is basically what we were expecting. I felt you there, Onyx, really. Oh god. Ipswich is defending here amazingly. Marco has just gotten P1 from Ipswich. And this is the last lap, guys. The battle is coming into the last DRS zone. Oh boy. This will be quite some... Oh no! Ipswich has just crashed on turn 9. Oh, he has just lost his front wing. Oh no! Mako, if nothing happens, has just defined himself on P1. What an event in the end of the race! Banshee just mentioned he had no grip, so he spun. But Ipswich, oh boy. No, Robin was going quite right with that. He was actually getting P1. Oh man. Robin prediction was amazingly right. Marco has just finished in P1, well deserved. But the battle was amazing. Everybody was looking forward for it. Oh no, Old English is confirming P3. Dante has also a very nice gap in front and behind him, so he's confirming P4. Guy, he is finishing P5, but he would drop to P8 because of his 5-second penalty. Bonhomme is coming for Cosmo. He may get P6 from Cosmo. But no, Cosmo crosses the line in P5, Bonhomme P6. Mittens finishes in P7, Guy P8, and Brashinikas is coming to close the race in P9. Furry will be awarded P10, Silent Banshee P11, Abiut P12, and Archduke Oregano P13. Lads, what a race! Oh Lord, it was amazing, it was brilliant, well-deserved Mako, well-deserved Ipswich. It was a shame that you crashed. Oh Lord. Lads, I really appreciate that I had the opportunity of commenting this race. I am truly sorry about all the issues that I had during the race with the connections and so on, but you've been amazing. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to follow me for the next race. I will be streaming my point of view for Division 2. And with this race closed, we are now to prepare for the next race that will be Belgium. So another race that is quite tricky, another circuit that is quite tricky. Everybody will have to be quite prepared and well prepared. If we ever have rain in the race, it will be shambles all around. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for commenting. Thank you very much for participating, and stay tuned.